Today, Adidas and Puma are giants of the global economy, but their story begins in a humble laundry room in 1920s Germany. Two brothers, Adolf and Rudolf Dassler, had a shared vision. Adolf, known as Adi, was the quiet introvert. He was a craftsman who obsessed over every stitch. Rudolf was the opposite. He was loud, charismatic, and a brilliant salesman. They were the perfect team. One made the product, the other sold the dream. Together, they formed the Gebrüder Dassler Schuhfabrik. Business was booming, but as their wealth grew, their personalities began to clash. The seeds of a historic war were being planted right there in their mother's house.
1936, the Berlin Olympics. The Nazi regime wanted to use the games to prove Aryan supremacy. But the Dassler brothers saw a business opportunity. In a move that was both dangerous and brilliant, they approached American sprinter Jesse Owens. They convinced him to wear their spiked shoes. When Owens won 4 gold medals in front of Hitler, the Dassler shoes became legendary overnight. The world wanted their product. Sales skyrocketed. But this success brought massive pressure. The brothers started to argue about money, politics, and the future of the company. The tension was becoming unbearable.
World War II destroyed Europe, and it destroyed the Dassler family. The final straw came during an Allied bombing raid. Rudolf and his family were already hiding in a bomb shelter when Adi and his wife arrived. Adi commented on the planes overhead, saying, "The dirty bastards are back again." Rudolf, paranoid and angry, believed Adi was talking about him and his family. That misunderstanding was fatal. After the war, the brothers split. They didn't just separate the company, they divided the entire town. They built 2 competing factories on opposite sides of the River Orak. The brotherhood was dead. The war had begun.
The rivalry turned Herzegovina-Auerbach into the town of bent necks. People would look down at your shoes before deciding if they could talk to you. If you worked for Adidas, you didn't marry someone from Puma. Pubs, bakeries, and even sports clubs were segregated. The competition was fierce. Both companies were pushing innovation to the limit, trying to outdo the other in every World Cup and Olympic game. This intense hatred fueled their growth. They were so focused on beating each other that they ended up beating the rest of the world.
Adolf and Rudolf Dassler never spoke again. They died as enemies and were buried in the same cemetery, but as far apart as possible. Yet their feud created 2 of the most powerful brands in human history. Today, Adidas and Puma generate billions of dollars annually. Their story teaches us a powerful lesson in business. Sometimes your biggest enemy is also your greatest motivator. Without the hatred, without the competition, perhaps neither brother would have built an empire. This was the cost of greatness. Do you think it was worth it for 2 brothers to die in such a state of hatred and resentment over money? Comment your opinion and tell me what you would have done if you were in their place.